Hello, 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 this is Frida. Welcome to my channel. For today's tutorial, I'm going to show you a new stitch. It's a Lacey stitch. It does look like crochet, so lots of people are wondering, is there anything close to this stitch in knit? So I am going to show you. This yarn, I lost the label. So I believe it's super soft. It's Burnett yarn, Superior, something like that. I bought it last year. It's a 4-weight. So what I did is I cast on, was it 36? You need to cast a multiple of 2. And I already knit 1 row. So I'm going to start knitting the first row and start the stitch right away. So I don't want to lose time, because time flies by when you're having fun. This is a stitch that I have knit for scarves, but I keep on postponing to do the tutorial. There's so many stitches out there, and sometimes, how come this isn't focusing? Come on, focus. I don't know how. Here we go. My fingers are a little bit orange because I ate some orange. Good for you, right? Vitamin C. Okay, for the first stitch, I'm not knitting, I'm sliding. So the first stitch I'm going to knit just like this. It's very important how you start it. So next I'm going to do yarn over, and the next 2 stitches I'm going to be knitting them together. But the way I'm going to knit it, okay, I'm just going to show you. I usually pick it up from here, but this time I'm going to go this way from the back and then knit 2 together. So it will give me this this knit 2 together look. Just want to show you how it looks like. Okay, and I'm going to go yarn over, and I'm going to repeat that from the back. I'm going to knit the 2 stitches together, yarn over, knit the 2 stitches together all the way to the end, yarn over, knit 2 stitches together. Just looking, and that's all I'm going to do this row. Yarn over, knit 2, but the way I'm picking it is from the back. So I go from the back and I pick the stitches 2 together, and when I pull it, this is how it looks like. So just be cautious. That's very important, that part. Okay. So let me go back all the way to the end. This is going to be a scarf I'm knitting for the homeless, but you can make anything with these. These are great for tops, cardigans, sleeves, bags. If you're knitting bags, you can make bags out of this stitch, because it gives you that fillet look. Just like this. I wanted to show you the first row. You can knit a couple of rows and then start the stitch, but I just knitted 1 row. I think this is pretty wide. Yeah. Okay, for the last 2 stitches, I'm just going to knit them 1 at a time. That's all I'm going to do, just like this. Okay, so for the wrong side of the side of the scarf of the stitch, I'm not going to knit the first stitch, and then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to purl, just like this. All the stitches that I see, I'm going to purl them. So knit the wrong way. And I will meet you at the end. This is all I'm doing this row. Okay, with knitting the 2 rows, this is how it looks like. So I'm going to start the 3rd row, and the first I'm going to slide. Okay, and I'm going to go yarn over, Okay, remember on the first row what we did is we knit, but now we're going to knit these two together. So that's all I'm going to be doing. Knitting them all two together, just like this. Yarn over. So at the first, we started with a knit and then yarn, and then we did two knit. But this way, we're doing knit two together at the beginning. So this is all we're going to do. As you can see, it gives you this nice zigzaggy look. So what's going to happen is, on the next row, I'm going to just do my purl. That's all I'm going to do. And then what I'm going to do is, on the 5th row, I'm going to start all over again. So this is a 4-row repeat to give this nice lacy look. Okay, yarn over, knit two together. Yeah, because I'm used to picking it from here, but I have to go from the back to knit the stitch. So that's the trick. The way you knit is very important, just like this, see? Yarn over, knit two together. Okay, I will continue. Well, I'll show you. I don't have many left. So yarn over, knit two together. Yarn over, knit two together. So I knit the 2 stitches and I just knit the last one. Okay, for the wrong side, this is how it looks like. For the wrong side, the stitch is not reversible, so you will see the wrong side the way you see the wrong side. Fortunately, it's not reversible. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to purl every stitch, and I will knit all the way, and I will meet you at row 5, which we're going to start how we did it on the row 1. So 4-row repeat, as I said. The wrong sides are just purl, and you do the trick on the front. Okay, this is how it looks like from the back, and this is how it looks like from the front. Nice, isn't it? Okay, so I'm going to come to row 5. The first stitch, I just slide. Second, I knit, and I do yarn over, and I knit these 2 stitches together. So like I said, we're repeating yarn over, row 1. And the way that I'm knitting is always from the back, so this is how it looks like. That's all I'm doing. Yarn over, knit 2 together. Yarn over, knit 2 together. Isn't this nice? And the weird thing is, it is lacy. Let me knit a couple of rows and I will show you. But when you put the fabric, you don't see that lace. It just closes up. So it gives you that nice knit look. But when you look at the stitch carefully, no, it's not. It's a lacy scarf. Yeah. So the stitch is very interesting. I don't know what this is called. Eyelet lacy stitch. I really don't know. See what I mean? It just closes itself. It's really hard. The more you knit, you will see, especially if you're using a little bit of halo yarn like mohair or angora, you will definitely not see the holes. This is acrylic yarn, so it's nice to have air between, so it can be breathable. What I'm trying to say is, yeah, and the wrong side is always purl for this stitch. Just want to point out. See? So the first row is you knit, yarn over, and knit 2 together. But when you come to the third row, you skip that knit and you do the 2 knit to yarn over, 2 knit together. So it gives you this see, it gives you this nice angle of the knit stitch. And don't forget to pick it from the back. Sometimes I even get because I'm always used to picking it from the front when I'm knitting. And I knit the last 2 stitches. And here we go. This is how it looks like. So I will show you, I will just purl this all the way to the end, and I will come in back to show you the next row, just to show you again. I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. I'm going to start the next row, which is the third row when we begin. This is how it looks like. See, it gives you that angle towards this, because we're changing it every other row how we knit. So I'm going to go not knit the first stitch, yarn over, and knit the 2 stitches. So this is how we change that angle towards the left side of when you're knitting. And I knit 2 together, yarn over, knit 2 together. That's all I'm doing. Yeah, so I'm going to knit a couple of rows and give you a idea how it looks like, because I don't have any examples to show you. I usually donate my scarves, so I'm restarting every year. And you can make dishcloths with this as well. I donated about 30, I believe, into 21 New Year. Not last year, but the year before. I had like 30 dishcloth that I was doing tutorials with you guys, and I ended up finishing them. So I had 30. I donated them to this lady who came and picked it up. She was doing something for her mother that she passed away, so I just donated whatever I had. I counted, I had 30. You never know how many you have until you pick them up from everywhere, right? It's weird. The ones that I don't use, like the ones that I use, are in the kitchen. Okay, so doesn't this look nice? I put my hand. See, it gives you that angle. I really like this stitch. And I think I knit my son a cardigan with this, as I recall. And I ended up donating them. I only kept a couple of his stuff. I should have kept his baby booties that I bought from, actually, my sis. I can't remember. Did my sister buy a gift for him? I think I bought it because it was pretty expensive from Baby Gap. Yeah. And a couple of, maybe I should have, you know, I have his bib though. A couple of his bibs I kept. Yeah. Well, I have only one child, right? I should have kept, but you never think, because you're young. And I wasn't hoarding then. I was donating lots of stuff. Okay, so when I come to the last, which I do a yarn over, and I knit these 2 together. So I showed you 2 times how to repeat the row 4. And what I'll do is, I think I changed the stitch. Yeah, I'm just going to knit it like the regular, because I don't want to change the way the stitch looks. It gives me this nice edge. So I'm just going to knit a couple of rows, and I will come and show you how it looks like. And I will change the background to black, because it's giving you guys a hard time to see, I think. And yeah, see what I mean? The stitch closes and you don't see the holes, but when you pull it, see how it looks? Unique, eh? Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, so this is how it looks like. I've been knitting a couple of rows, and It's pretty. See how as you can see, you can't see anything. It's really hard to see the lace when you put it flat down. Okay, so when I pull it like this, then you can see the lace. See what I mean? Isn't this brilliant? I just love it. Yeah, so I would highly recommend this stitch. Would be perfect for summer tops as well. And I just wanted to share you the stitch. Just be cautious when you're knitting. And this is how it looks like. So it's a 4-row repeat. The odd numbers are when you're knitting on the wrong side, it's only purl. But the first row is what you do is you knit here. That's how we started. We knit, we did yarn over, and we did knit to 2 together. So on the first row, a third row, what we did is we did yarn over, we knit 2 together. See? So here I see that I did a knit stitch. So I am going to start. Well, you will get used to it the more you knit the stitch. But the way I figure it is, when you see the knit, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a yarn over, and I'm going to knit these 2 together. See? So when you see the knit and the yarn over, that means that you need to knit those 2 together. So just be cautious when you're doing that. Other than that, if you miss it, it won't look good. So this is how the edge starts. Every time when you change every 4 rows. So on the first row we knit, and on the third row we do a yarn over and we knit 2 together. That's how we start the stitch. So I just wanted to point that out. If you make a mistake, it won't give you this effect at all. See how nice it looks? It just gives a nice look. And when you put it flat, it looks like it's a knit stitch. Yeah, and it's slanting towards your left side when you're holding it. So I hope you liked this tutorial. I just wanted to share the stitch. This is how it looks like. Isn't this fantastic? Yeah. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe, share it with your family and friends, and don't forget to hit that notification button, so every time I post a new video, you will be notified, indicating I post something new. You guys take care, and I'll see you on my next tutorial. Happy knitting!